Good morning. I'm Jay Jacob Heimersmith. Thanks for tuning in to News and Other Stuff. Today in the news, thousands of university students are frustrated with a recent announcement from university regents. The announcement? A 500% tuition increase, the largest in state history. When confronted about the size of the increase, local regents explained that they were tired of annual student complaints over tuition and that it was time to put an end to yearly tuition hikes for the next half century. Regents also argue that a one-time 500% increase is better than 50-year increases. This comes as a great surprise to students who've read the campus news earlier this May, reporting the University of Alaska had received its largest ever cash donation from a living donor. The donation totaled a whopping $70 million and was spent entirely on chicken nuggets, which has some students questioning Regents' motives.
There is absolutely no reason why we should have this increase. If they hadn't wasted the $70 million donation we just received for chicken nuggets, then we wouldn't need any tuition hikes.
How do you feel about the 500% tuition increase?
It's insane. I don't like it at all. It's insane. I mean, it's like everything's going up so much. We can't even pay for rent and pay for gas. We can't use our UA athletics fee anymore. Some people are having to cut and shortchange your tuition. It's insane. Why do we have to pay this much? We're already paying too much for tuition. Now we have to pay for stuff that the admins want. Like we have to pay a $300 money tax. What are they using that for? We gotta spend all this money to even be here. And now everything's going up. Student activities fee is huge. They even have an admin, house, and water electric bill thing. It's insanity. Now we have to do a chicken McNugget tax. What is that? Next thing you know, they're gonna be jumping up the price of food.
$50?
You know, we're doing everybody a big favor here. Jobs are at stake. And if we don't give ourselves some big fat raises, we're not going to be around much longer. Every year people complain about tuition hikes. So we're going to get rid of them for the next 50 years. And what do? They still complain. If you take the tuition of Harvard, Princeton, and Yale and combine them, our tuition is still cheaper.
Alaska tuition has gone up on average 7 to 10% each year and has not seen an increase of this magnitude since the 1980s, when tuition increased over 80%. The 500% increase is scheduled to take place fall 2011. This just in, UAA Athletics is looking for the person they believe is responsible for televising the Seawolf logo backwards during the Kendall Hockey Classic. If you have seen or know the whereabouts of this man, please contact Stephen Kennedy at the JPC department immediately. Our top story this morning is about a man who has decided to take a stand against the criminal activities on his street. He's cracking down on cookies. Glenda Feathersworth has our story.
Welcome to Sesame Street, where the grass is green, the children play, and the cookies are sold. Imagine life in a neighborhood where each day was a day full of cookies on the street. We met up with one man who is not going to sit down and let that happen any longer. His name is Alastair C. Cookie, and despite the last name, he's cracking down on cookies. We recently interviewed Alastair, where he shared with us what led him to take matters into his own hands. He's leading a neighborhood effort to clean up the crumbs on his street.
Wake-up call. What made you decide to take this upon yourself? What made you decide to take action?
Well, I knew that there were cookies being sold on the street, but I did not know how bad it was till I have 2 kids come right to my door and try to sell me cookie. That was it for me. That's when I take action.
It was here that Mr. Alastair Cookie was first approached by 2 children claiming to be scouts. Cookie's story was corroborated by several witnesses. Several neighbors also reported seeing 2 young girls knocking at their doors as well. Cookie couldn't know that this would be the first of many times. As Alastair describes it, that was his wake-up call.
That was me wake-up call.
Cookie went on to tell us about his efforts to clean up the neighborhood. He showed us remains of one grow operation he discovered, practically in his own backyard. Evidence, he tells us, that cookie dealers have been moving in. All this gumshoeing has gotten Cookie directly involved in aiding local authorities make headway in the war on snacking.
That's some of the paraphernalia they got here. They got some sugar. That's actually pretty standard. I can tell the way it's crystallized and everything. It's even bleached. This right here, yeah, grade A pure shortbread cookie. And this stuff is, yeah, it's pure. This is the real stuff. You don't want to mess around with it. Really came into this one with the help of Alastair Cookie. He likes to be called Alastair. Don't call him Cookie. He hates that. He's been really instrumental in getting this all together for us. Ever since he turned state's evidence, it's just been one big break after the other. This guy has been a gold mine of information. Right now he's under federal protection, and that's just going to be sort of the way it's got to be for him for the next couple years. I mean, doing what he's doing is a very brave thing. He's going to be looking over his back for quite a while until we're able to get this mess sorted out.
Since his first encounter, Alastair has had countless more visitors trying to sell him cookies. He doesn't know why so many sellers come to his door. Neighbors we contacted declined to be interviewed on camera, but several did share with us that they didn't seem to have the same problems on the same level that Cookie's been having. Regardless, Mr. Alastair C. Cookie tells us he looks at it as a providential opportunity not only to help put a stop to the criminal behavior on his street, but also to use these doorbell opportunities to encourage kids to get off the street and stay in school.
And I ask you, does this look like the face of one who eat cookie?
Some people call him a monster, but I say tough love is just the way the cookie rumbles.
Alastair now plays a key role in many sting operations, and as a result has been instrumental in nearly 100 arrests. Well, that's it for the news. And now on to the other stuff. And by that we mean saying a special thank you to Candace, our card holder. Candace, thank you so much for stepping in for us. It really means a lot having you in this production. Without you, we would always be at a loss for words. Well, this is J. Jacob Heimerschmidt saying thank you for watching, and look out behind you.